Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Hassan Al-Sheikh. It's Tuesday, February 28th, 2022. The Supreme Court is hearing arguments over President Biden's student debt relief program.
All this means people can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt.
The plan aims to forgive up to $20,000 per borrower and is estimated to cost $400 billion. The new and improved version of MyBYU is now up and running for students. Users can customize the available links with the updated version of the website. The new version is accessible at my-new.byu.edu. Senator Mitt Romney is hoping to bring the Winter Olympics back to Utah. Senator Romney met with the CEO and chairman of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee to discuss why Salt Lake should be hosting the big games in 2030. The Salt Lake City Airport is receiving $29 million from the FAA for expansion projects. The grant will be used to build 16 gates and 5 hardstand positions in Concourse B. Students are one step closer to having an all-day kindergarten. HB 477 passed 51-14, and it would give parents a choice to place their kindergartners in half or full-day classes. The bill now goes to the Senate floor for a final vote. Nobel Prize winner Dmitry Muratov, a Russian journalist, spoke at BYU on the anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Alexa Elliott reports.
Вам понадобится мужество не уставать от чужих страданий.
On the anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, people flocked to hear Nobel Peace Prize winner Dmitry Muratov. Muratov won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2021 for his work to protect freedom of expression in Russia. He's the co-founder and editor-in-chief of the Russian newspaper Novaya Gazeta. Muratov and his journalists have spoken out against government corruption, military operations, and human rights violations in Russia.
Там, где уничтожают прессу, значит, готовят войну.
He explained that many Russians support the Ukrainian war because of propaganda.
Пропаганда нуждается в изучении так же, как вирус, так же, как ковид, для того, чтобы к ней был подобран антидот. И это должно сделать ваше поколение, наше не справилось.
According to Muratov, a Ukrainian child spent an average of 920 hours under bombs this year. For Niles Herod, this matter hits especially close to home. Herod served his mission in Russia. His mother's from Ukraine and he still has family there. Last year, he was FaceTiming his grandma and heard bombs going off in the background.
Those first couple of months of not knowing if my grandma was going to live or not, my aunt, my cousins, and so forth, was really hard.
Herod and his friends have been fundraising to support a school for Ukrainian refugee children in Poland.
Don't forget about Ukrainians, because after a couple months of media reporting it, it just kind of died down and everyone kind of forgot about it. But it's still going on. There's still people dying.
In a world where people are exhausted from the news, Muratov encouraged people to promote freedom of expression.
Надо возвращать выборы, надо возвращать конкуренцию, надо возвращать свободные медиа. Иначе будем платить за смерть.
Reporting for the Universe in Provo, I'm Alexa Elliott.
A new BYU study suggests that family history helps young adults establish a sense of identity. The survey polled 239 students ages 18 to 20 at 7 universities across the United States. Researchers found that the large majority of young adults have high levels of family history knowledge. The results also revealed that respondents with a higher sense of connectedness to family knew the most about their family history. And the more they knew, the more likely they were to have developed a healthy sense of identity. A paper on the research findings was published in the Journal of Genealogy. The winter system blowing through Utah continues to cause problems for schools. Park City and Uinta school districts are on a 2-hour delayed start today, and the delay gave the county time to plow roads and make it safe for students to travel. Last night's snowfall brought an additional 10 inches of snow to Sundance Ski Resort, and an avalanche cascaded over Highway 189 in Provo Canyon on Monday. The road has since been reopened. The Women Tech Council is holding She Tech Explorer Day today. More than 3,000 girls will be at the Mountain America Expo Center today to participate in the hands-on workshops and to connect directly with female mentors and role models in Utah's tech industry. Girls from 130 schools will have the opportunity today to meet with 250 tech companies and 1,000 mentors and services.
However, that is the same year I became a part of SheTech and the SheTech Student Board, and they showed me that I can really do anything I put my mind to.
SheTech has already given student leadership opportunities to 150 girls throughout Utah. It's a free program supported by the Utah State Board of Education, Career and Technical Education, and it is for young women between grades 9 and 12. The touring Broadway production Dear Evan Hansen returns to the Eccles Theater in Salt Lake.
You will be found.
Many Broadway fans are excited for the return of the show as it was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic 3 years ago. The musical features a book written by Stephen Levinson about a boy who wants to fit in. This will be the last time the touring company comes to Utah. Opening night is tonight and the musical runs through March 5th. Tickets can be purchased at saltlakecity.broadway.com. The Utah County Sheriff's Office is auctioning off 2 goats. The 2 goats were found in the Payson area and are looking for a forever home. The animals have been named John Coffey and Houdini since they are scapegoats, and the sheriff says both goats make good weed removers. Auctions are being held for each goat individually, and bidding for the animals will run until March 7th at noon. Bids will be accepted in person or by mail at Utah County Sheriff Office. Money is tight for most college students.
So we wanted to put on an event where people could have a place to ask those questions.
We'll show you what BYU alumni are doing to help current students become financially independent.
February 27th is Pokemon Day. This is the day
Pokemon just turned 27, and we'll show you what the world-famous media franchise is doing to celebrate the occasion.
The Double Double Queen is rewriting history, and we now know what men's basketball path to a conference title looks like. That's all on the way.
Budgeting is important for college students. Tabby Freitas attended a seminar that helps students learn how to become financially responsible. Tabby, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I went to a seminar hosted by the BYU Student Alumni Association, and it was very helpful. Students learned about credit scores, investment, risk tolerance, and more.
Finances are a big concern for many college students. To help navigate the financial world, BYU Student Alumni organized a financial seminar last Saturday.
So we wanted to put on an event where people could have a place to ask those questions, to get the information that would be helpful to them so that they can buy homes, start families, invest, and do things that are going to set them up for success in the future.
The event consisted of 5 different presentations by specialists in the financial world. Among the topics discussed were understand a partner's risk profile within marriage, 10 things to do to improve your finances in your life, everyday financial success, proactive and intentional investing in personal finance, and myths busted.
And it just always seems like a good idea to come and learn more about how you can better your finances.
The event gave students from different majors the opportunity to learn about what financial tools are available.
I really feel like students are right at that point in life where they're, getting ready to sort of really take on stewardship for their own finances, for their own futures, and it's a really good time to learn some really valuable skills before things get a little more complicated.
The lesson on finance went beyond numbers and bank accounts. It also touched on gospel living and spirituality.
Probably the most important lesson from today's presentation is that personal finance is simply part of living the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's part of being spiritually and temporally prepared.
The next financial event held by the BYU Alumni Student Office will be next February.
For more information on future events or to get involved with the BYU Alumni Student Office, go to alumni.byu.edu.
Thanks, Tabby. Fans of the long-running Pokemon series have a lot to look forward to. Kyle Riemann reports on these new products and updates for the Pokemon games.
No matter your age, your job, or in most cases where you live, odds are you've at least heard of Pokemon. In the 27 years since its inception, Pokemon has become the world's highest-grossing media franchise, with total revenue estimates exceeding $90 billion. On Monday, the Pokemon Company gave a presentation about its future plans.
To all you trainers around the world who have journeyed together with your Pokemon over the years, we are so thankful for your support.
The company announced the location for the next Pokemon World Championships, which will take place in Japan for the very first time this August. The Pokemon Company also announced a re-release of the original cards in the Pokemon trading card game, as well as a new animated show exclusive to Netflix, and a new app that combines sleep tracking with idle gameplay. Alongside new additions to the franchise, the presentation also teased updates to existing Pokemon games, such as Pokemon Go and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The main series games will be gaining additional features and new downloadable content later this year, as well as the addition of 2 new Pokemon called Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, which were made available in-game shortly after the announcement.
I absolutely love the design. I love the reptilian design. It looks absolutely amazing.
For fans of the series or those looking to give Pokemon a try, it seems 2023 will be a year with plenty to offer. Reporting in Provo for Universe Live, I'm Kyle Riemann.
Women's basketball played their last WCC regular season game against Portland yesterday, which would have been the biggest story, but then Lauren Gustin happened. The double-double queen has been balling on the boards all season. Last night, Gustin locked down her place in the record books, breaking the BYU single-season rebound record of 462, and then decided to raise to 16. Hitting the notch of 478 rebounds this season also secured her 25th double-double on the year. Needless to say, the queen intends on ruling the WCC tournament. The WCC put out this bracket this weekend for the men's tournament, so here's what the path for the Cougars looks like in the WCC tournament. The Cougars' win over San Francisco this weekend created and broke a 3-way tie, making them the 5 seed. So BYU will play the winner of San Diego and Portland on Friday. The Cougars beat both of those teams this season. A BYU win would run it back with LMU on Saturday, which works because BYU beat LMU by 28 earlier this month. It would then be up to the March Madness gods for BYU to take down St. Mary's and potentially Gonzaga. As we know, Hassan, anything can happen in March.
That's right, Brett. That's why it's called March Madness. Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live. Have a great day.